All right, Rick Forsey of TopVelocity.net, and welcome to the @TopVelocity or @StephenGodani #Pitching Tips show, where we answer your questions about anything pitching, obviously specific to what we do here at Top Velocity. So let's just get right to it. So, Stephen, what's our question today?
Pitching Pod Baseball asks, what's the best way to time leg drive later and closer to front foot strike with good internal rotation?
Great questions. Specifically, a really good time to the question. Just had one of my drills debut into Major League Baseball, right? We got David Archmo, who obviously has been through the program. I've still worked with him through the off season, and he is big on the torsion drills. And the torsion drills are in my level 3 program. But hey, I gave you a little gift, and I put and instructed you on one of them, just one of them. There's a series of them, of the torsion drills that you can watch if you go and check out the little video I posted on the 3X torsion drills Major League debut. And it's kind of cool. You can hear the announcers talking about what the heck was David Archmo doing in the bullpen. They've never seen anything like it before. Yeah, because it's a drill that you've never seen anything like before. But it's a great drill for working on torsion, or this concept of late leg drive and internal rotation and front foot strike. Why is this important? I'll tell you, it is the elite move. It's the move that really separates you. Now, what does it do? First, it takes a lot of hip mobility to do it. That's the first thing you learn. But the timing of it, once you work on your hip mobility, and once you've worked on your leg power, because two big things that you have to do it is hip mobility and leg power, then the timing of it is best done in my torsion drill. So what we do is we just sit on a stool, and if you listen to those announcers talk about it, David sits on this stool, and he sits deep into his loaded position, and he still holds the knee out in torsion. So what is torsion? It's just basically a twisting force in the knee, and it's an external rotation force, so it's twisted outward. Because in our leg drive, we want a lot of internal rotation. That's what helps open the hips for us. That's what helps direct the linear energy into hip rotation, which is really what we want. So, if we, in the drill, if you sit on the stool, hand on the stool, you hold your knee out in external rotation, but your hips are still forward. Okay, so your force vector, your ankle to knee is going linear, and what it does is you're already so close to your front foot strike that what you do is you just slip off the stool, and then you've got to drive, and your back leg will internally rotate into front foot strike. And that's the one thing that is critical in this approach. If you hold torsion long enough, there is no voluntary movement of internal rotation. It's a reaction to you holding torsion for so long. As you go into a leg drive, it will just internally rotate into leg drive. And how you get it to that elite moment, which is waiting to the last minute to where you're a good 3 feet off the rubber and you're still in torsion, and you're literally 4 inches to landing, that you can fully triple extend your leg and internally rotate it before your front foot lands. That is milliseconds you have to perform that movement, and that's why it's an elite movement. Now, it's going to take a crazy amount of elite power coming out of that back leg to be able to do that quick enough. The majority of guys who do that drill are going to hit front foot, and their leg's not going to go anywhere or be halfway through. And to me, what I would tell you is you're probably wasting your time in the drill. That's why in the level 3 program, I have a 1.3 or 130% power to weight ratio requirement to doing the program. If you can't clean, and that's just the way I know power, it's a good way to assess power, you can't clean more than 130% of your body weight, you're not going to be able to do that movement. It's going to be very challenging for you to do that movement. Now, say you've never cleaned before. If you can't jump 30 plus inches, I'd say 32, 34 inches, you're going to struggle with doing that movement. Okay, I know looking vertical jump's a hard way to do it because everybody has different weight. A guy weighing 250 pounds jumping 34 inches, a guy weighing 150 pounds jumping 34 inches, big difference in power. But the point is you're going to have an elite level of power to perform that. If you don't, that's what you've got to focus on, and that's why we're so big about our elite power training, our Olympic training in the 3X pitching velocity program. It's the hardest drill we do, but it's really, really effective. But here's the thing. If you don't understand what to do with front foot strike and how to convert from hip shoulder separation into forward trunk tilt, external rotation, internal rotation, if you don't know how to convert all that, you don't need to be doing this right now. That should be something that you do later. It's a great question. And I think he understands what it takes to be a high velocity pitcher, but you're going to learn you can't work on what I just told you to do until you know how to convert all that into front foot strike into the ball. So that's the thing, and that's the process with 3X pitching. Is we start at front foot and then we work backwards, and that's why the level 3 has all the torsion drills, and that's something we don't do up front. But that's a great question.
Once you start getting the power too, like even just watching Artsma spent like a lot of time working on that to get that move down. So it's something that you do have to spend some time on to really perfect. Like you're not just going to jump into it and understand it.
Yeah, and Artsma came in here in, he was here for 4 months, and when he first came in here, trying just some of those movements like that, he couldn't do them. And we literally had to just walk away and spend a lot of time in the strength conditioning program that we use to get his body to a level where he can physically do the movement. It was great to see the progression, but he does those drills now because he physically has the ability to do it. He wasn't doing those drills up front. He had to work to that level, and that's really what we promote here is working to that level. And then once you get to that level, it's really the icing on the cake, and really what bumps you up into that 90 plus level. And that's why I developed the level 3. It really focuses on guys that are trying to break through and be more consistent in the 90s. All right, so that's a great question. If you got any other questions for us out there on anything we do here at Top Velocity, anything on pitching, even for position players, check out our 2X programs. Reach out to us at Twitter at Top Velocity or at Stephen Godani, hashtag pitching tips. And we'd love to answer your question. And we're looking forward to doing that on the next episode.
Play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard.